through the 8-1-3 on the way to capturing their 12th national championship tonight. The defending champs are back here in the Yuengling Center as the Bulls of South Florida are waiting. Tomaszewska coming off a career-high game. A lot of new faces in the lineup for the Bulls. Meanwhile, you've got that backcourt from a couple of years ago with KK Arnold, Ashlyn Shade to go along with Fudd. In late October, taking over for the long-tenured Jose Fernandez now with the Dallas Wings. Quickly getting started as the Huskies come in undefeated on the season at 7-0. Ashlyn Shade knocking down the triple. Welcome sign. She knocked down 4. 5 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Stephanie Ingram off the mark, back the other way. Here come the Huskies, averaging nearly 90 points a game. AZ Fudd with great movement in the paint, wraps around, curls it long out to guard Carla Brito. And KK Arnold, the active hands, edging there, gets the steal. Strong looking up ahead, and the sophomore pulls up and knocks down the trade. Last year's freshman Williams, who's off the mark. Strong back the other way. Again, 3 straight triples, 3 for 3 from downtown so far for UConn. And that strong move inside. The backside with Shade, got a hand on it. It's Brito up ahead. 2-2, going to work on Williams. Nice move and in.
That was a really nice move because Williams,
their first conference win over Xavier Sunday, stolen away by the Bulls. Tried to poke it from behind, was Arnold unsuccessful in doing so. And right now, just registering the points and coming within 2 positions from South Florida. The departure of Paige Beckers and Caitlin Chin for the WNBA has helped open things up in that backcourt and Huskies. And again, some very active hands, strong on the floor. It's in the hands of AZ Fudd. 3 turnovers now for the Bulls, and it converts into points. To make back the other way for South Florida. The jumper was good by Ingram. What a cut into AZ Fudd, and Fudd, who is 4 of 5 from the floor.
Much off-ball action. You want to make Connecticut have to exert some energy on the defensive end before you take your shot.
The true freshman and Blanca Quinones out of Ecuador with a nice take to the hoop.
Finds teammates the way Diana Taurasi did. Wow. That's pretty high praise.
Indeed. Strong, ball fake, puts it on the deck. Nice take with, and out and running. As Ingram gets a hand on it, it goes back to Quinones from downtown.
And that's the thing when UConn goes with this smaller lineup, and Sarah
loves to do, and top steals get her, and Hannah Hidalgo keeping with it. Fudd finds Shade. Shade again. So strong from 3. Saw some really good flashes at the start of the season for Heckle. Isabel into Williams, working on Diakite, and left-hand finish for Williams.
That was a terrific
with her. Wisconsin making the most of opportunities here tonight. Isabel thought about it, gives it up for Strong in the corner. She got it!
That's so tough. Arm around and tapping the ball away without getting a foul called.
8 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists for Strong as the take tuning in. The top-ranked UConn Huskies, who have dominated to start this game here in Tampa. 1 field goal in the last 9 minutes plus for South Florida. So the suffocating defense, and then the great vision here's thus far with 10. Quinones. What a move from Blanca Quinones! Around and pops out, and it's just been a tough shooting half thus far for South Florida. Just 17% from the floor. It's polar opposite for UConn, who has just continued to look spectacular all season long. The one time they were pushed was against Michigan. They were able to walk away with a win there. And that one a welcome. With her bachelor's, working on her master's, came back for a final season, finds her buddy in Ali Zabel. Tomaszewska, who again A great game has been held scoreless thus far. Shot clock winding down. Brito puts it up, doesn't hit any piece of the rim.
Each other enough over the course of time to understand what the strategy might be as a whole.
Quinones rattles it home from three. And what an outstanding downtown. Teichman, that tight defense there, but she gets it in off glass. And that takes us to the close of the first. Coming out of the break this year was tonight. They held Loyola Chicago to 14 points in the first half, 16 for South Florida, and the flip in by Lewis Williams.
Great job by Lewis.
Williams, who was efficient in that first half, is perfect 3 of 3. Sarah Strong posting up on Brito and just overpowers Brito. Brito still a leg injury, and now she has taken some punishment the last couple of plays here. Brito, open look for 3. She got it.
That's how she responds.
That's how you bounce back. For South Florida, now 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. And Strong flips it over to Arnold. Arnold saw an open path to the bucket and got it.
It's always a high-paced, interesting style to play.
Strong, spin moves, picks up the dribble. Wonderful pass, and Ashlyn Shady was cutting to the back. Florida National Player of the Year candidate. Nice swing to Shade. No. Fudd projected to be a top pick in the WNBA draft next year as KK Arnold right there.
The way she did in last year's Final Four throughout the course of the season, she's the #1 pick, and she certainly has continued to do that so far this year.
Most outstanding player on the Final Four was knocked down by Ali Zabel. Back the other way, and the answer from the Bulls with Belite Conference Tournament Championship as a solid play on defense from the Bulls. Produced a number of All-Americans, Courtney Williams among them, as that one goes up and is by Ina, 18th year, now leading this program. I mean, she was taking those trips overseas and going in the living rooms and helping to sell this program and take pro players and put them and make them see team chemistry, trying to come together and gel as a group. Just nowhere to go, and finally put in with time. Zabel watches from 3, no. And maintained possession as Jana Alfie in the ball game, and we've seen in women's college basketball the success year over year. 88% winning percentage for Gino Oriema. Reverse layup, no. El Alfie is there on cleanup duty. Okay.
And El Alfie is going to be really important to Connecticut in certain matchups, especially teams that have big, strong bigs inside. And Coach Oriema said they wouldn't win the UCLA national semifinal game. Nice drive there by Davidson.
Conference season, they've got Southern Cal coming up. There's USC. Mark that calendar for December 13th. UConn looking to stay sharp as tight for the heckle. Now Fisher swings it back to Ducharme. Inside, El Alfie had a couple of white jerseys surrounding her. That pass in traffic. Huskies just kind of taking their time here. Khalees Fisher can't get it to fall. She gets her own board. The Big East preseason freshman of the year. And coming right on your team last year, she said, hey, she provided some guidance for me. But Sarah Strong is becoming more vocal, but she just leads by example as well. 4th double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds tonight. And she did it without much discussion.
Yeah, it is remarkable. And one of the areas, wow, really nice take and finish.
Along with steals, second in points. When you think about the Maya Moores and the Sue Birds, my partner Rebecca Lobo, Diana Taurasi, Swing Cash. I mean, the list goes on as brief. And the hope is that she remains healthy. And Charm And nice
Quick burst of speed in order to tap that ball, get it ahead, then another good job moving without the basketball and finish at the rim.
Putu spin move, and Putu from the free throw line, banks it in. His jersey, the class of 2025. Naismith Hall of Famer inductee Sue Bird against the Blue Demons Sunday, and then 16th ranked USC. Putu. A traveling violation against the Bulls 20 times. And the way they handcuffed the Bulls for much of the night. Meanwhile, offensively, shot 50% from the floor. It's going to go up there as Heckle. UConn, 4 players in double figures, led by Sarah Strong's double-double tonight with 14 and 10. Final mate bucket of the night, but a dominating win here in Tampa for the top-ranked UConn Huskies against South Florida. Now 140 conference opponents. That's the longest win streak versus a conference opponent in women's basketball history. What did you like from the Huskies' performance? What area would you...
On the offensive end, but I thought they really set the tone defensively.
We'll get a chance to hear from the Hall of Fame coach Gino Auriemma after the break as we toss it to the studio.